And they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25. Yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And some space here. And they can't bring him down. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Justin Ellis in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Buying time to his left. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
2nd down and 8. Now Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Calais Campbell on the stop. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
5 yards remain on second down. Now Cook running right. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Cousins from the gun on third. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. First down. Here's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on it.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a first carry for their fullback. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 99 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 39, Jackson dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
They find some open field here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Inside handoff here to Ricard.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Adafe Owe just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Play fake. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Here's Madison running on first down. Down right around the 25. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, it's Cook, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's Dalvin Cook there with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of play.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DJ Waddle, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They get it to him running left. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Dancing away at the 35. Dropped at the 35. So able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins here to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.